So the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus were revealed today for the first time, and you know what? They look identical to the versions we got before, so let's not dwell on looks. The biggest addition to the mix is what Apple calls 3D Touch. You can think of it as Force Touch from the Apple Watch on your iPhone. You'll still be tapping on your app, same as always, but if you apply a little bit of pressure, you'll perform what Apple calls a peek. That's a quick preview of actions you'd normally find inside an application, or other information like flight details or maps of locations you mention in conversations. If you press down a little harder than that, then you'll be performing what Apple calls a pop, and that takes whatever information you're looking at and launches the app in its typical full screen mode. This might all sound a little dry, but it is fantastic. Starting with the Apple Watch, we've seen Apple try and reduce the amount of time it takes us to do things, and 3D Touch on the iPhone is an extension of that philosophy. Now, instead of having to launch Facebook to update my status, I can press and hold on those icons and bring up a shortcut menu and do it from there. This is the most fundamental change to how we've interacted with iPhone since the launch of the App Store 7 years ago. It might seem a little odd now, but once developers start baking, peeking, and popping functionality into their apps, you're not going to want to stop using them. Beyond all this touching, we've also got a new A9 chipset running the show in these new iPhones. They do run noticeably faster than the iPhone 6 I brought with me, but in fairness, the iPhone 6 has been through a lot, so we're going to hold off judgment until we get some more time with it. Apple's also really proud of the cameras it's put in these things. There's a 12-megapixel rear camera that finally shoots 4K video, and the 5-megapixel front-facing iSight camera has gotten some improvements too, especially if you're a selfie fan, because your screen can now light up as a flash if you need some extra light on that face of yours. You can also now shoot what Apple call live photos. All it takes is a quick tap at the top of the camera app to enable, and it'll record a little bit of video before and after your full resolution shots. That way you're left with a photograph that moves and squirms a little bit as you're scrolling through your photo gallery. You can even set these live photos as wallpapers just because. Oh, and to anyone who saw the live photo I set as a wallpaper on a few of the iPhones there, I'm sorry. At this point, it's hard to say if the iPhone 6s or 6s Plus are worthy, viable upgrades for you. The improvements to the camera are nice, and 3D Touch could shave seconds off your daily routine every time you use them. Still, with iOS 9 coming really soon, there's a pretty good chance your 6 or 6 Plus is going to get a bit of an upgrade anyway, so you might not need to take the plunge just yet. Either way, stay tuned for more, and we'll figure it out together.